Hey everyone, Steve here from My Crypto World. Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 13 coins that I think would be worth investing in between now and 2023. And the reason I'm doing this video is I was asked by a friend of mine recently, what would I do, what would I invest in right now if I was brand new to the crypto space and was starting my portfolio over from scratch. So we're going to go through the top 13 that I would look at and the reasons why right after this. Hey everyone, Steve here from My Crypto World. Now before today's video commences, I thought I'd put this together very briefly for you, just a minute or two long on a shortened version of the video you're about to watch. I'm aware people are time poor. You may not have the available time to watch a 30-minute video clip that I've just put together. So instead, I'd give you this introduction and list all the coins quickly. And if you want to go and find out more information about them, you can continue to watch the rest of the video. Now, these coins are ranked in no particular order at all, and I certainly don't validate or put my thoughts down on what size of the portfolio each coin should take up in your portfolio itself. So without further ado, my first coin would be Bitcoin. It is currently ranked number 1. The second coin would be Ethereum, currently ranked number 2. Then we've got Binance Coin ranked number 4. You've got Polkadot, which is ranked number 11. There's Solana, which is ranked number 13. You've got Cardano, which is ranked number 8. You have Avalanche, which is ranked number 18. You've got XRP, which is currently ranked number 7. You've got Polygon, which is currently ranked number 10. You've got Theta ranking at 45, and you've got tfuel, which is ranking at 110. I do think that tfuel will be back into the top 100 in a very short amount of time. Chainlink, for me, absolute must-have in your portfolio. It's a massive oracle. My video will go on to explain most of that. It is ranked at number 21. You've got Zilliqa, which is currently ranked at number 94, and you've got Mina, which is currently ranked at 76. If I was starting a portfolio from scratch, or if you're looking to consolidate your current investments in the crypto space for 2023 and beyond, that's certainly what I would be looking at for my portfolio. Now, followers of this channel who know my current portfolio, that does not mean I'm getting out of any of the other cryptocurrencies I currently hold, such as Decentraland or Holochain, Bitcoin Cash, Veracity, Sandbox, any of that. I'm still retaining all of that, but if I had to start from scratch, those are the coins I'd go for. So enjoy the rest of the video. If you can hang around and listen to it all, any comments, please drop them below, or even post a comment on what you think you should be having or I should be looking at in my portfolio if you disagree. See you soon. Okay, everyone, let's go through this. Now, these coins are in no particular order. They're just what I would invest in right now if I was brand new to the crypto space, and what I would do in this field. Now, as far as your sizes go, the amount you would invest, I totally leave that up to you. I always say only invest in what you can afford to lose, but it's really up to everyone to, I guess, divide and manage their portfolio sizes effectively to your own risk level. That's the best advice I can give on that. So my first coin, which probably isn't a surprise, obviously is going to be Bitcoin. It is not, again, this isn't the number one thing I would go out and buy right now, not necessarily anyway, but it is one that I would hold for the long term. Now, Bitcoin is a must-hold for any investor as far as I'm concerned. Any investor certainly that's looking to, I guess, dip their toes in the cryptocurrency market. It has shown major signs of rebounding after experiencing massive drops from their all-time high. And even after the recent pullback, Bitcoin accounts for roughly 40% of the overall market capitalization, which is a metric known given the coin's dominance. Now, the exposure to Bitcoin has instigated crypto investors to realize that Bitcoin is one of the best cryptocurrencies to buy. It is certainly really the catalyst that started the cryptocurrency space that we're all in at the moment, and I think it's got a long way to go. The good thing about Bitcoin is it has a finite availability. There are only going to be so many Bitcoins mined. Now, in this year, in 2022, we saw a widespread adoption of legal digital assets like Bitcoin. Sorry, not legal assets, digital assets like Bitcoin among many brands across the world for payments. I even brought a story to you probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago that McDonald's in some of the European countries has started accepting Bitcoin as a payment. Experts believe that even if Bitcoin adoption continues at this momentum, then it might explode in the months and the years to come. This story that you've got on your screen in front of you was, I brought this to everyone's attention last week in my video post. I won't go through the whole thing again, but there were many articles that I covered off last week that explained to people why Bitcoin will explode in the coming years. And this one in particular was from the CEO, Cathie Wood, from ARK Invest. And it just goes to say that the founder and CEO of investment management firm ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, is doubling down on a fiercely bullish forecast for Bitcoin. According to Wood, Bitcoin could go above $1 million by 2030, which is an increase of over 4,600% based on the current price. On Bitcoin adoption by institutional investors, the ARK Invest founder and CEO says that the drop in the flagship crypto assets price by around 70% from its all-time high is triggering an increased interest in the hallowed class of investors. It does appear, she says, that institutions are moving in. They are taking this price decline from nearly 70,000 to roughly 20 as an opportunity to buy into a new asset class. So Bitcoin is that. Now, Bitcoin obviously at the moment is ranked number one when we have a look at the cryptocurrency market capitalization, not the total capitalization, but individual capitalization of each coin. So it's currently ranked number one. The second coin that I would consider investing into, again, is probably no surprise. If I was brand new into the crypto space, I would be looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is currently ranked number 2 in the crypto space, and it sits behind Bitcoin. It's probably the most popular and valuable coin on the market at the moment. Crypto investors are expecting Ethereum to take over Bitcoin in the future in the cryptocurrency market, and it's one of the best cryptocurrencies with possible 100x gains between now and the year 2025. Again, this is just my personal opinion only. This is not meant to be financial advice. Ethereum continues to attract the most developers of any ecosystem at the moment. There's about 4,000 plus monthly active open source developers on the Ethereum network, and there's about another 2,500 developers working on the DeFi projects. And 20% of all new Web3 developers are doing their projects on Ethereum. So just to drive that one further, a bit further forward, there are 3 factors driving Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin. But really, when it comes down to it, according to Ultrasound Money, the Ethereum supply growth is currently just 0.09% per annum. This has switched to a negative or deflationary growth several times recently when the network demand increased and more Ethereum was being burnt than being produced. This makes it, at least on theory, a very attractive long-term hold asset. Furthermore, the merge reduced its energy consumption by 99.9%. Now, that was a story we covered on this channel several months ago, making the asset much more appealing to the environmental, social, and governance conscious corporates and institutions. So many people out there are looking for green or carbon neutral projects to invest in. Going out the window are the old corporates, the mining, the oil companies, and in comes the new, socially conscious companies that are doing what they can to reduce their energy emissions. According to Digiconomist, Ethereum's energy consumption index, the energy consumption dropped from around about 84 terawatt hours per year before the merge to just 0.1 terawatt hours today. And those factors alone, those 3 factors, have made Ethereum more promising prospect, which has been evidenced in its recent performance versus Bitcoin. So Ethereum still, as far as I'm concerned, has got a long way to go. I don't know whether it's going to top Bitcoin, certainly in the next 5 years, but beyond that, depending on the amount of projects that are built on Ethereum, I do believe it has got probably the best chance of flipping Bitcoin at some point in the future. So my number 3 coin, if I was going to get into the market right now, is BNB, Binance Coin. Now this is ranked currently at number 4 in the crypto space. Now Binance Coin is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, and with cryptocurrency exchanges that have fallen apart recently, I think Binance is the one who's got basically their shit together, to be honest with you. As with many of the top cryptocurrencies to invest in, Binance or BNB is a native coin for an increasingly popular blockchain, the Binance Smart Chain. Binance is compatible with any smart device and lets crypto investors start trading safely. Now, just on top of that, following the FTX crash that happened this year, Binance, super conservative company, really, when it comes to cryptocurrency. They were looking to buy out FTX, but CZ really went through the DD, the due diligence of buying out FTX, and FTX did not pass its due diligence test, and so the merge or the buyout was canned. And I think that's a very good result for people who have already invested in Binance. Binance also recently, as you can see on this article here, recently the world's largest crypto exchange said that it has increased its secure assets fund for users to $1 billion, as that comes as a result of the recent market plunge and its purpose to grant customers maximum protection in the case of another possible negative event. I'm assuming by negative event, CZ is talking about the exchanges falling out of the hemisphere and going bankrupt. This was posted a little while ago from ZZ. Now, CZ, for those that don't know, is Changpeng Zhao, but is effectively known as CZ in the crypto space. So again, Binance Coin is ranked number 4. The next coin, again, these are in no particular order. I'm just really had a look at my entire portfolio and decided which ones would I buy right now if I had to or I wanted to. The next one is Polkadot. Now, Polkadot is currently listed as number 11 on the crypto exchange. That's ranked number 11. The Polkadot protocol connects public and private chains, permissionless networks, oracles, and future technologies, allowing these independent blockchains to restlessly share information and transactions through the Polkadot relay chain. Now, it's one of the best cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, with possible 100x gains between now and 2025. Polkadot is probably one of the most secure and innovative networks in the crypto space. It's why analysts believe that the DOT token will skyrocket between now and the end of 2023. With growing popularity and the development of the Web3 domain, Polkadot is emerging as one of the most popular cryptocurrencies, among other digital assets as well. Now, just to support this, my thoughts on this a little bit further, Polkadot has recently hit an all-time high in development activity. Now, this was reported a while ago. I did cover it off in a previous news story, but now where did I mark it here? Let's have a look here. I didn't want to read the whole article to you because I've already done that and I can't find it now. I thought I highlight. Oh, here we go. I've gone too quick. According to data from programming, that's probably the problem. My highlights are disappearing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Polkadot recognized more than 500 contributions each day in September, an all-time high for the multi-chain protocol. Simultaneously, data from Polkadot's cross-consensus interoperability standard XCM showed that a record 2,258 messages were sent between its parachains. In total, 14,930 contributions from developers were recorded on Polkadot's GitHub in the month of August alone. So Polkadot is actually growing. Remember, parachains are individual layer 1 blockchains that's run parallel on the Polkadot network and tested on the Kasuma blockchain for that. Now, my next coin that I'd get into would be Solana, which is currently ranked number 13. And it looks like all my highlights that I had for these articles has disappeared. But never mind. Let's go through it anyway. Solana, ranked number 13. It's a public blockchain platform that achieves consensus using the proof-of-stake mechanism. Its internal cryptocurrency is SOL. And Solana was a top performer in 2021, rising through the ranks of altcoins to become the 5th most valuable cryptocurrency in the world. As I said, it is now not the 5th most valuable, it is now the 13th, so it's dropped back a bit due to the recent fluctuations in the market. It is growing. It's got a good, solid, growing community of investors, and I think it will continue to do very well in 2023. Now, excitingly, the reason I was bringing this article up is that Google Cloud is now have announced they'll now be running a block producing a Solana validator to participate in and validate the network. And that was a story that came down here somewhere. Let me find it. Here it is. Google Cloud is soon to become a Solana node validator. While the above announcements, they spoke about several announcements that Solana had released, but the Google Cloud one obviously stole the limelight there. Now, this will be happening, but it won't be happening until 2023. But it is big news for Solana to be partnering with Google. So I do think that Solana long-term is going to be a good buy and hold coin. The next one, which won't be a surprise to many people, is Cardano. Now, I've done many cryptocurrency stories on this channel regarding Cardano. Cardano is a proof-of-stake blockchain platform, and it says its goal is to allow change makers, innovators, and visionaries to bring about positive global change. And it's consistently growing and gaining popularity as a solid community of crypto investors for its flexible network and its reduced energy level. Now, Cardano is a third-generation crypto, and while the project itself is great, the outlook and the knowledge of its founder, Charles Hoskinson, is incredible and is a very strong reason why I put my money on Cardano. Hoskinson recently said that great cryptocurrencies have to go through several collapses. I was in Bitcoin when it was under $1, and I watched it go from $1 to 30 to 40 to 256 back down to 80 to 1200 to back down to 250 to 20,000 back down to 4,000, all the way up to 64,000, and now down to what is roughly $20,000, give or take, when this article was written. He watched that, and he watched all the companies come and go. So, and he speaks about Terra, how Terra collapsed and all that sort of stuff. He's just a very level-headed person, and for that reason, I would back Cardano any day of the week, and strongly recommend people have a look at that in their portfolio. Now, the next one is ranked number 18. It is Avalanche. Avalanche is a layer 1 blockchain. It functions as a platform for decentralized applications and custom blockchain networks. It's one of Ethereum's rivals. Now, I'm not opposed to having rivals in the space. I think it's a good thing. Competitiveness and good competitiveness is actually good for the space. So, as much as I love Ethereum, I also like Avalanche as well. And the Avalanche will work hard to unseat Ethereum as the most popular blockchain for smart contracts, and it aims to do that by having a stronger transition output of up to over 6,500 transactions per second, while not compromising the scalability of the blockchain. So Avalanche is one of those few blockchains that can scale without sacrificing its decentralization. Its potential for interoperability with many blockchains is limitless. Avalanche blockchains alter consensus algorithms based on the use case, and the network has more validators than other networks. Now, Avalanche recently launched this earlier this year, actually probably halfway through the year, wrapped Bitcoin on Avalanche. The AVA Lab, the foundation behind the smart contracts platform Avalanche, launched a new bridge solution that allows users to tokenize their Bitcoin as an Avalanche-based asset called BTC.B. The newly introduced wrapped Bitcoin could make Avalanche DeFi system available for Bitcoin network users. So I give Avalanche a thumbs up. I think they'll work hard at trying to topple their closest rival being Ethereum, but all that sort of stuff will take time. So long term, I think they've got a great future ahead of them. My next coin is ranked number 7, and it is Ripple, XRP. Ripple, as everyone knows, is going through absolute turmoil at the moment, and I've covered the news stories about Ripple on this podcast and show for many, many times now. So I won't go too much into it, but Ripple absolutely for me is worth looking at. Now, just on Ripple, XRP investment products have seen a third consecutive week of inflows, and it suggests that investors may be increasingly confident of Ripple's victory. This news article only came out a couple of days ago. So we are getting closer to the end date. I posted last week that it looks like sometime in March 2023, they'll have their ruling between the SEC and the Ripple lawsuit that's currently going on. Even if Ripple lose that, well, you have to realize that Ripple operating in the US is just one country that they operate in. They're already in multiple countries around the world and being used quite successfully. Ranked in number 10 is my next coin, and that is Polygon. Polygon introduced its version of the Ethereum hard fork, which makes pricing more predictable, eventually making Polygon, or Matic as it's also known by, a deflationary coin by burning the coins. Its purpose is to avoid overflooding the market with token circulation, ultimately improving the overall value of the token, and it's one of the top, I'd say, 10 to 15 cryptocurrencies to buy as far as I'm concerned, and should be part of your portfolio. Now remember, the way Polygon works, it aids Ethereum by being a side chain that connects to the entire Ethereum network. The Matic network uses its own proof-of-stake blockchain and Comet chain to connectively to help the scale the Ethereum network and solve inefficiencies that will hinder the widespread adoption of its blockchain. As ETH 2.0 is expected to expand the prospects of Ethereum, it is also speculated that Polygon will also benefit from that endeavor. I have no doubt of that at all. Now, just in recent news, Polygon is, as the whole market's falling apart, and people are worried about the projects that are on the blockchain networks. Polygon is actually hiring now for existing and new projects. So while everyone else may be downsizing, Polygon isn't one of those. They're actually looking for more inexperienced users at the moment. Certainly Solidity developers can get paid as high as $400,000 per year working for Polygon. So they're looking to expand and continue to develop in this network. My next one, so it's really, this one here is really my next, the next coin. It's ranked number 45, and it's also ranked number 110, and that is a combination of Theta and tfuel. I certainly believe that they will be in the hundreds. Certainly Theta will be in the near future, and tfuel obviously will be tagging along as it always does. So Theta is ranked number 45, and tfuel is currently ranked at 110. I do believe that tfuel will jump back into the top 100 at some point in the near future. Now, look, as far as Theta goes, it is a current leader in the decentralized video streaming space, and we've spoken about this a number of times on the channels. For those who haven't, or this is new to them, if you're just watching this for the first time, you could certainly go back on my channel and look at the number of articles that I've covered that's gone on with Theta. This is Cointelegraph that's on the screen in front of you. In the last 12 months, Theta has appeared around about, I'm going to say 7 to 10 times. With all news about how great Theta has been and what they're doing in the ecosystem of content decentralization, video streaming. So really pretty important. So that's my next coin there. The last couple of coins, we've got Chainlink. Now, Chainlink is the most used oracle in the crypto space, with about 80% of projects using Link. Now, Chainlink is pushing a new ecosystem called the Proof of Reserve to provide the transparency that's desperately needed in the crypto industry right now. Now, the data oracle provider Chainlink has been promoting its Proof of Reserve tools, which could solve the transparency issues that's currently plaguing the industry. And when we're talking about transparency and the issues of the industry, we're talking about companies like FTX falling out of the sky. Now, for those that don't know, Chainlink, or POR, Proof of Reserve, as it's known, is known as money in hand, or a reserve of treasury backing up tokens or assets. They can be used by organizations to verify that there are sufficient reserves that have been independently audited, and this will give customers more confidence in the asset or the organization. So at the moment, there's a lot of FUD going on in the crypto space. FTX is one of them, where they had billions of dollars in the market and they were worth nothing, and other Ponzi schemes that have happened in the past as well. So Chainlink, as far as I'm concerned, is probably, I said to you earlier that this would not be something that I'm not giving you one coin over the other. This is just my guide of what you should consider having in your portfolio, but Chainlink would certainly be up closer to the top as far as coins go. The second last coin is ranked number 94. It is Zilliqa, and we've covered this on this channel again numerous times. I think it's very undervalued. I think as an alternative to Ethereum, but it's not discussed as widely. Zilliqa is about to change from a point of sale model to become more cost effective and more energy efficient. I did announce a little while ago on this channel that Zilliqa has now built its own gaming console. That's a secondary thing that they've done in the marketplace, but I do believe the network, the protocol, the sharding capabilities that they have on their blockchain will absolutely will absolutely be needed in the future, and they've got a lot of good things going for them. And finally, my final one, it's a kind of new one. It's an interesting story actually, but it's Mina, M-I-N-A, and it's ranked number 76. It is a game changer in Web3 technology. It is the world's lightest blockchain. It is a layer 1 with an efficient ZK, which is zero knowledge smart contracts, and 90% of the tokens are already staked or delegated. So that's really interesting. The other thing is it's the world's lightest blockchain. So what do I mean by lightest? Well, it only needs 22 kilobytes of data to be verified. So Mina applies the ZK snarks to Cardano's consensus to achieve the scalability and decentralization. So ZK stands for zero knowledge. Mina aspires to be the world's tiniest blockchain, with claims that its protocol maintains a consistent size of around about 22 kilobytes, which is incredibly small. This is achieved by using as I said, the ZK zero knowledge snarks, the same technology that's used by the private-centric cryptocurrency Zcash. However, whereas the latter introduces or utilizes this technology to provide greater privacy to its users, the former employs it for scalability. So that's a very different reason to be looking at this cryptocurrency as far as I'm concerned. So again, in no particular order, we're looking at Bitcoin, which is ranked number 1, Ethereum, which is ranked number 2, Binance Coin, which is ranked number 4, Polkadot, which is ranked number 11. You've got Solana, that is ranked number 13, Cardano, that is ranked number 8. You've got Avalanche, ranked number 18, XRP, ranked at number 7. You've got Polygon, that is ranked number 10, tfuel, ranked at number 45, tfuel, ranked at 110, Theta, ranked at number 45. You've got Chainlink, ranked at number 21, Zilliqa at number 94, and Mina at number 76. So that's where I am today, guys. If I had to start my whole portfolio over again, that's certainly what I would be looking at to get into. Again, they're in no particular order and no particular size. I certainly wouldn't invest more in one than I would another. You've really got to do your own research and think about it carefully how you would structure your portfolio. Whether if you're getting into cryptocurrency at the moment, you would get into everything evenly. That is buying parcels of each of those coins in even amounts. So say $500 of each or $1,000 of each, or whether you put more in one or the other. Again, doing your own research is pretty important. It'll give you some ownership over your decisions as well, which is really important. That's it for today's lesson, or not really a lesson, it's just a podcast, I guess. So we will see you in the next one in a couple of days' time. Until then, take care. Drop your comments below if you've got other ideas for what cryptocurrencies you want to see you would have in your portfolio. And as always, hit like and subscribe if you want to be kept up to date with any further information in this space. Until then, take care.